Hi there and welcome to another episode of The Great Debate. He's Andy Cohen. I'm Dave Vagnoni. Thanks for joining us. Our topic for today is Made in the USA, making a comeback in the promo market. Andy, what do you think?
Dave, I'm going to say yes, it is. Why, you ask?
Well, I'm asking now.
because there's so much attention being paid to it today. So our president obviously is talking about Buy American. He's talking about it all the time. And
talk is cheap.
And he will, at some point soon, probably put in some regulations that incent companies to be more made in the USA, to buy American. So I think there will be incentives to do it. That's number one.
One day.
One day, it'll be out there. Yeah. Number two, there are unions and such that price does not necessarily matter as much for as some other buyers. They have mandates to buy made in America products. Sure. And they're as interested in buying them as anybody else, significantly, and they're significant customers. So yeah,
sounds like a niche market. I don't know.
No, I think everybody could be buying.
I'm going to take the other side of this. You know, when I listen to distributors, and I talked to some distributors at ASI Chicago, they said a few of our customers are willing to pay a little bit more for made in the USA items. A few does not make a trend. I listened to a supplier just this morning talk about apparel and how he just has to source from overseas to make it work. So listen, if apparel suppliers are in a situation where they must source, that's the term he used, then there must be a cost difference there. And cost always matters in this market. So I'm not sure if there's this huge number of distributors and their customers who are willing to pay more for made in the USA. Tell me there is. I don't see those numbers.
I think that there are more suppliers today that are offering made in the USA products than there had been before. So sourcing is probably a little bit easier for distributors than it once was.
Okay.
Pricing is obviously going to be a little bit more for made in America products, and there are going to be some customers who are just not going to be interested in that. The low price vendor is the low price customer is going to not want those. However, there are plenty of customers out there that will. That price is not that big an issue. We talk all the time about ideas and the importance of not
price
acting
is
on price.
Issue.
Well, but you don't want it to be. You don't want to be the commodity player. Okay. So find things that make you not. Made in the USA is one of those elements.
In our market, really the big growing category is apparel. So until you show me that apparel companies are able to successfully, put forth product made in the USA and sell that successfully, until that happens, I'm not seeing made in the USA as a comeback trend.
Well,
and I don't think that day's going to happen.
I'm not saying
you just can't make USA-made clothing cheap.
Sure, I'm not saying that made in the USA is going to be the be-all, end-all. It's not going to necessarily overtake.
So it's a niche.
How other
you're
things
agreeing
are sourced.
It's a small
No, you were asked,
segment.
is it making a comeback and is it increasing in popularity? I think yes. I think yes, it is increasing in popularity.
And by the way, where are all these tariffs that are going to be put in place that are going to increase made in the USA?
I don't know
where those are. I think we forgot about that. Anyway, Andy says, sure, made in the USA is making a comeback. I'm saying pump the brakes. I don't see it as much. Send us a tweet. Tell us what you think at ASI Central. For Andy Cohen, I'm Dave Vagnoni. Thanks again for joining us and watching another episode of The Great Debate. We'll see you next time.